In today's video, we are going to be talking about creating a checklist for homeowners to choose the right plumbing and HVAC company for your home. So I'll be going through a list of things of the checklist basically that will help you determine the best contractor for your project. And in each one of the items that I'll be discussing, I'll be kind of giving you a few clues of what you could potentially ask when you reach out to that company, why it might matter on their answer to the question, and any potential red flags that pop up that could say, well, I really don't want to use this company because of their response. So let's jump into them. Number one is, are they licensed and insured? The question for that you could ask is just basically straightforward. Are you licensed and insured? Any good licensed and insured reputable contractor, if it requires a license in their area, I should preface by that, not all places in the United States require a plumbing or HVAC license to do work. But if you are in an area like ours that does, that's a great question to ask. So just be direct with it. Why it matters is, unlicensed, kind of chucking a trucks, just started the business. They typically don't stick around too long, and they can cost you a lot of money. Their price might look great today to do the work, but if you call them a year from now, have a warranty issue or something wrong with that product that they put in for you, that could cost you down the road by actually having to hire a different contractor to fix it. A red flag would be is if when you ask that question, if they give you a vague answer, they're not very direct, they don't provide you any proof of that. Like I said, a good contractor would be like, yep, it's on our invoices, it's on our website, it's on our trucks. Here in Indiana, you have to have your license on your vehicles for if you're plumbing or heating or air. So that would be number one. Number two would be is, do they offer upfront transparent pricing? What you could ask when you're calling is directly that is will I know the price before the work is started or hopefully completed? See what their answer is to that. Why it matters is, surprise charges destroy trust, number one. It is the responsibility of a contractor to provide you that I've figured out what's wrong. Here's what the price is going to be. Would you like to move forward with the repair or the replacement of X item? And typically most companies like ours are going to have you sign off on that you're agreeing to that work to be done, and that you're more importantly agreeing to pay the bill once it is completed. So that would be one thing to look at. A red flag would be is if you ask him, am I going to know the price of it? And he says, oh yeah, we'll figure that after I get it fixed. I'll give you a bill and you can pay it at that time. Well, how can I approve you to do work if I have no idea what it's going to cost? So moving on to number three, are your technicians paid commission? I think that this is a really big one in our industry, as a lot of companies are moving away from hourly and they are moving to more of a commission-based technician. But what to ask is pretty much that. Do your technicians earn commissions when they upsell me on different products? See what their answer is to that. Why it matters is commission-based technicians typically try to upsell. Upselling is not a horrible thing, but it really needs to be more of an educational basis than a high-pressure sales tactics. And the red flag would be if they dodge that question or they try to then create high pressure sales of you just need to do this, it's a problem, it's danger, and so on and so forth. So that would be number three. Number four is, do they offer emergency service, and is there any extreme fees that are associated with that? One of the things that I think you can ask is, what happens if it breaks down after hours? Do I get charged an increased rate to have that fixed? We at our company, I can't speak for every company, but we have a lockdown $89 service call if you're a maintenance contract or maintenance customer, and that's our home comfort service agreement. So it doesn't matter if it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday or 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, you're paying $89 to get us out there for a service call and trip fee. So that would be one thing that I would expect you to know. Also, even if you're not a maintenance customer, After Hours does have a little different trip fee, but the actual service task that we're there doing, whether it's a 50-gallon water heater or inducer motor on your furnace, it doesn't matter. That price does not change. So that would be something to check out. Why it matters is emergencies do happen, and honest companies don't push customers to higher prices because they have to come out after hours. They want to come out and take care of you. That is our job, to serve you as a customer and take care of you. A red flag would be obviously if overtime fees are double or triple what they are normally, that would be a pretty big red flag for you as a customer to know before you hire that company. Number 5 is, do they educate you or just try to sell you? I think what to look for and what to ask is an explanation that you can understand. I think it's our job to talk to a customer in layman's terms as much as we can and make sure that they understand, and we're educating you on what that is. I think options versus ultimatums is another big one. And then any good technician should give you preventative advice. They should tell you, like, hey, this isn't a major problem today, but it is something that you're going to need to keep an eye on, and I would recommend you get it done. I'm going to leave you a proposal or a quote for that, and when you're ready, we'll be back next spring or fall in our next tune-up or whatever. But it would be to give you some preventative advice and some things that you can do on your own to make your system more efficient or your plumbing more efficient and last longer. Why it matters is great companies want you to be informed. They want you to be involved. We want you to understand what you're doing and what you're purchasing. And if somebody can't explain that to you, that could possibly be an issue. A red flag would be, fear-faced pressure. And once again, asking you to decide immediately, putting the full court press on you and pressuring you into that. So that would be the red flag. Number 6 is, do they stand behind their work? What you could ask is, what warranties or guarantees do you offer? Why it matters is a company typically has written out guarantees. It explains what you can expect, and then more importantly, what you cannot expect from their warranty and how long the warranty is going to be for. A red flag would be having no written warranties, asking that question and they really don't know the answer, would be a red flag on that. And the last one is number 7. What do customers say about the company? I think that this is a big one. What to check, with social media and everything these days, and Google and Bing and all the different social media platforms out there. I think it's really important to do some research on a company. Look at their Google reviews. Look at their Facebook reviews. What are local people saying about their company? And I think why it matters is patterns matter. If you see a company that was good 3 years ago, but you're starting to see a pattern in these reviews, maybe ownership has changed, maybe technicians have changed. So I think patterns are important. And don't just lock into the really good, amazing 5-star review. Look at the other reviews. Look at, are they replying to the reviews? If a customer has an issue, which we all do, how does the company respond and react to that? Are there responses or replies back on those reviews? Are they very, we understand, we want to get to the bottom of this, are you available so I can call you to discuss this? Or are they very defensive, that, well, hey, that's just the way it is? I think that's an important, and it tells a lot. Red flags would be no online presence to a company, and or fake looking reviews. I think you can see whether a review looks fake. Are they mentioning the tech's name on why they love the company, or a tech's name on why they didn't? And once again, pay attention to those replies from the company. Any good company out there should be replying on good reviews and on bad reviews as well. So hopefully these tips helped you, and hopefully you can keep these in mind when you are choosing a contractor. And like I said, there's a lot of great companies out there. I want to be very clear about that. But I also want to kind of give you some ideas of some things to look for when hiring somebody to come into your home and do repairs. So hopefully this video helped. I appreciate you tuning in. Once again, on all videos, click like and subscribe. Even share this if you think somebody could benefit from it. So thank you for tuning in, and more videos to follow. Appreciate it.